All right, as promised, I wasn't going to procrastinate this because I know there's probably some people waiting. I'm going to go over all the supplements that I take, and I have been taking them and have had no bad effects from them whatsoever. They have only helped me. And so I am going to do a disclaimer. I am not a medical professional. Everything that I'm telling you has been research that I've done throughout this process and before I even started the process, and looked into these supplements and have picked up a few things along the way from others sharing their information and their story of their benzo detox and benzo taper. So I just want to say some of these can interact with blood disorders. So if you have a hard time like not believing, there's certain ones that I would, if I remember while I talk about them, I'll let you know. But before you take any of these, make sure that they don't interact with medications that you're already on. Just be very aware that they are natural supplements, but they can also interfere and react with other medications. But just always check. You can check it online if they do interact with something that you're taking. Just be careful and cognitive of what you're doing with it. By no means do I find any of these dangerous, and they don't make me feel a certain way. They don't make me like I can't. They're not gonna mess you up. They're not gonna give you a panic attack. They're not gonna do any of that. It's all for, and I'll tell you each reason why I take them, and I'll show you the ones that I actually take. And for all of the supplements I do take just whatever is the daily recommended amounts on the bottles. I don't go over, I don't stay under. I take the recommended doses from the companies that make the supplements that I do take. So I don't think I forgot anything there. So we'll move on. So the PRN, so as needed types of things that I will take. One of them is a prescription. It's not a controlled substance or anything. So usually your primary care physician can determine if it's okay for you to take. But it's called Propranolol. And so that is spelled Propranolol. So Propranolol, what it is you do need a prescription for it. It's a blood pressure medication. And so what it does is if you are having anxiety and you start to breathe fast and you start to feel a little dizzy or faint or however your anxiety manifests, if it's manifesting in your body, what the Propranolol does is it calms the body down, and in doing so it calms the brain down. So the body stops reacting to the anxiety, and then the brain follows suit, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm good. And I don't have to take it very often, but it's just one of those things where it's nice to know that I have it if anxiety does get to a point where I'm like, I can't calm myself down. So it does help. I haven't had to take it a whole lot. It's a very, very cheap drug if you have insurance. Not everyone does, but my copay is $0 for that. So that's a prescription that is an option if you wanted to talk to your doctor or your psychiatrist about taking Propranolol for anxiety. The second thing is, I don't know if this is going to be backwards. I've never done product stuff. I'm not sponsored by any of these people. These are just things that I have found. Most of the stuff, actually all of it, I get off of Amazon because I don't like going to the store. So this is Calm. So it is going to be backwards, but CALM. It's Calm, and what that is it's a magnesium supplement, and for some reason magnesium calms you down, and it is This one is Magnesium Carbonate. So the brand name of this one is a little expensive, but it's worth it. I do use this every single day. I have one at home and I keep one at work. And so I use this every day. It's calm. I'm sorry it's backwards. I don't know if it'll be backwards when it's on the video. I'm not a professional video maker. I'm just doing this to help people and just share what I've learned. So that's the calm. I bet if I turned my phone around, it'd be correct. If I had it in the mirror, you'd be able to see it. But anyway, you can tell that this is calm, and it's quite good. It helps you. It supports a healthy response to stress. Another one that is good, and it's good warm with a little bit of like Splenda or sugar, whatever you prefer. My body doesn't react to sugar or anything like that, so I don't get all chocolate. Yes, if I eat too much chocolate, I can feel the caffeine in that. So I'm like zero caffeine, no caffeine at all, because that can antagonize anxiety. So another PRN, so as needed. PRN means as needed. And the brand is Bulk Supplements, and I get this from Amazon, so that's the little guy on there, and it's Bulk Supplements. And this is chamomile extract. So you can, it's gonna be backwards, I'm so sorry, but the chamomile extract, and I use this PRN. It's good at nighttime because it helps, you know, chamomile tea, sleepy time tea. It just puts you in a state of relax, and you sip it, and it's nice. So you can use that on PRN as well. So those three are the PRN. You can use any time of day. They don't make me sleepy. It could make other people sleepy, but it doesn't make me sleepy. It just helps calm me and relax me if I'm having an uppity day. I'm gonna call it uppity. When you have a little more energy pulsing through your body. So those are the PRNs. Also, no caffeine. No caffeine. So these other supplements I'm going to tell you I take during the day. I usually take them after breakfast. For breakfast, I usually have like a protein shake and a banana, and then I'll take my supplements after I have my protein and banana. It's usually around 10 a.m. So those consist of, and the reason why I take these particular supplements, the exact reason is they are neuro anti-inflammatories. So it helps take inflammation out of your brain. So the neural pathways are better and cleaner, and to help your brain function the way it should, and to help heal your brain, because anything that's inflamed is bad. So these are neuro anti-inflammatories. So I use a vegan omega-3, and it's got EPA and DHA, along with vitamin D3 and K2. So this one is for brain health, strong bone, and it boosts your energy. So that's the omega-3. It is vegan. I'm not vegan, but hey, it's vegan. Woohoo! And the brand, I get all of them off of Amazon. So this one is ENVCURE. That's the brand name for it. So I don't know how you would even begin to pronounce that, but you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. It's like a 2-pack. It's quite affordable, but so it's the omega-3. And again, the 3 I'm about to show you, they're neuro anti-inflammatories. So the omega-3, and then of course vitamin D3, which also helps with depression. So, and I live in Alaska, so during the wintertime there is not a lot of sun, so that helps with depression. And it's also an anti-inflammatory for your brain. And then a vitamin B complex. So the vitamin B complex that I use is just the Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nails, and it has all your vitamin B's in it. It also has your vitamin C, which I have on there. Vitamin C is for immune function. Immune function. It's an antioxidant, and it is good for brain health. But this is I use this as my vitamin B complex, so it has all your vitamin B's, plus it's good for your hair, skin, and nails. You can't go wrong with things that are good for your hair, skin, and nails. All right, so those ones are the neuro, anti-inflammatory, and then as I mentioned, the vitamin C is immune function, antioxidant, and for your brain health. All right, moving on. These particular ones that I'm about to mention are the neuroprotective and GABAergic. So the neuroprotective and GABAergic. And you can Google what those mean. I'm not going to explain it. I've already done enough. So they're neuroprotective and GABAergic, if you want to look that up. So the first one, it's pretty common. I use Nature Made. It's zinc. And again, with all of these, I just take the daily recommended dose. So I use zinc. Taurine, this is a giant bottle. So this lasts an incredibly long time. So taurine, and I use the brand it's spelled Nutricost. So Nutricost. I find them to be a pretty good company. They do make a lot of my supplements are from these guys. So taurine, and it's called NAC. So NAC, which stands for N-acetylcysteine. I can't pronounce it. This one's actually a very good one, because NAC, if you don't know, it stinks. It stinks. Really, really bad. And sometimes when supplements stink and you burp, you can taste it. Like, I don't know if you've ever had like fish oil and you burp and you taste fish oil. It's disgusting. My omega-3s, they do not taste like fish whatsoever, because it's vegan. But this is NAC. The brand name is Carlisle, and it also has peppermint in it, which helps with the horrific smell. It's pretty pungent. It's gross. It's really gross. All right, so NAC, which stands for NACETYLCYSTEINE. N-acetylcysteine. NAC. I'm so sorry everything's backwards. I'll do better next time. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If there is next time. No. And then the other neuroprotective GABAergic is, again, it is bulk supplements, and it is magnolia bark extract. So magnolia bark extract. It doesn't taste fantastic, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You mix it with water, it's fine. And again, that is bulk supplements. I get it from Amazon, and magnolia bark extract. So those are all the neuroprotective GABAergic things that will help protect your brain. Protect. So there's the anti-inflammatory and the protective and GABAergic. Moving on to our second brain, our gut. Our guts are our second brains. So eat well, lots of fruits and veggies. And protein, you need protein. Protein helps you heal. And the probiotic that I use, so if you do take a probiotic, be sure to have one that has a prebiotic in it, because the probiotic needs something to feed off of, and that would be the prebiotic. The brand that I use is Earth's Pearl. I believe these are about $20, and it's a 60-day supply. Again, Amazon. All of them are from Amazon. and I just take the daily recommended dose. So this is a probiotic with prebiotic in it, and the brand name is Earth's Pearl, and that's for your guts. Your guts are very important. I've heard that some people, and this might not be true for everyone, everybody is going to have a different experience, and in my experience, all of these things have helped me tremendously. So keep your guts working well. Probiotic with prebiotic. So that's your second brain, that's your gut health. Moving on. So we've got iron. A lot of people are deficient in iron. I am one of those people that do have to take iron on a regular basis. And it is for healthy cognitive function. So iron, again, nature made. And it is for healthy cognitive function. So it helps your brain work. It's all about the brain. We're getting our brains back to being balanced and being able to function without that terrible, terrible drug that they don't warn you that it can give you a chemical brain injury. It's like, come on, let's just stir up your brain and it not function anymore. That's pretty much what it feels like. So the iron will help with your cognitive brain function, among many, many, many other things. But that's the main reason why I take it. And moving on, got our iron, we did that. I have notes in my lap because there's no way I would have been able to remember this all by my own brain self. So the next one that I take, it's another Carlisle brand supplement, and it's a turmeric ginger complex. So turmeric and ginger complex by Carlisle. These are only $10 and it's a 40-day supply from Amazon. So these are gluten-free. So if you have gluten issues, these are gluten-free. Look at that. I don't have any gluten issues. So turmeric and ginger, and the reason why I take these, it's an anti-inflammatory for your whole body. If your body is inflamed, your body in chemistry is going to not function as well, and then in turn your brain won't heal as quickly. Or that's how I feel that it works. You will heal whether or not you take these. I'm taking this stuff to help aid in my brain's healing and my body's healing. So this helps with body inflammation, which is good because you also don't want your stomach to be inflamed. If your stomach's inflamed, that's your second brain. So this is just an all-over anti-inflammatory for your whole entire body. Turmeric ginger complex by Carlisle. All right, so those are all my daytime supplements. They're supplements. They are supplements. So those are the daytime supplements. Now we're gonna move on to the nighttime supplements. I can smell that NAC. It stinks, but it works. It's good. They actually have clinics that infuse people with the NAC for healing of brain injury from benzos. You can look it up on YouTube. It's pretty interesting. So I take for my nighttime sleep aid regimen, because it's definitely a regimen. So I take tart cherry. It's NutriCost. Again, just whatever it recommends on the bottle. That's what I take. So I take all of these at nighttime. This is before, like half an hour before I go to bed, I take all these. So tart cherry. And then I take another NutriCost. It is a sleep aid complex. And I'm gonna read you everything that's on here. It's hard for them. I'm in my 40s now, so my eyeballs don't work like they used to. So the things that are in this that help you sleep, and it works very, very well, very well. And I don't get that next day grogginess. And I mix all of these. So this complex has vitamin B6, magnesium. It's got the magnesium oxide and magnesium glycinate. This also has zinc in it. It's got valerian extract. It's got some GABA. It's got hops. It's got lavender extract. And it's got cordalis root, and passion flower extract, and melatonin. So they all work very well together. So it's got 10 sleep support ingredients. So that is the Sleep Aid Complex by Nutricost that I take with my tart cherry. And I also take, this is the Nature Maids Wellness Blends Stress Relief 2-in-1. This one has GABA and L-theanine, and these taste delicious. It's like a little treat at nighttime. So it's got your GABA and L-theanine 2-in-1 blend, Nature Made, and again, Amazon. And I need a lot to help me sleep. So these are also delicious. Lemon balm. This is the one where I know if you have bleeding issues like blood clots or things like that, I would check with your doctor. But this is lemon balm. These are from Herb Mama. And these are actually, they taste like banana. They're pretty good. So I take the lemon balm gummies. And because you can never have too much stuff to help you sleep when you're coming off of benzos, or in general, because a lot of us were put on them to help us sleep. And the doctor said, hey, there's natural stuff that'll help you. You just kind of mix and match and see what works for you. And this is what works for me. It has taken a while to find the supplements that help. And I read a lot of stuff. And then the last thing that I take is called Sleep Aid. And the brand is Health A, the number 2, Z. So A to Z. Health A to Z. And all that is doxylamine. This one's really hard to say. Doxylamine succinate. So I'm gonna spell it just in case I'm not saying it correctly. But it is DOXYLAMINESUCCINATE. So this is what that looks like. I know it's backwards. I'm so sorry. But just flip it in your mind's eye. Flip it in your mind's eye, and it'll work out. It'll work out. So that's a sleep aid. And it is brand name Health A to Z. The doxylamine succinate. I think that's how you say it. So those are my sleepy nighttime supplements, and they work very well. I don't have that big a problem anymore with sleeping because I've got my magic elixir of supplements to put me out. So I hope this was helpful in getting started with your supplements. Personally, it's right for me. And I just want to say I have had no complications whatsoever with taking supplements. They have not caused any issues whatsoever. If anything, I feel that it has improved my healing and improved just the all over symptoms that people have when they're coming off of Xanax or Valium or what's the other one? Klonopin. Klonopin's another big one. And then I also kind of wanted to tell you about some books that have been very helpful. And I listen to all of my books because it's so much easier to focus for me if I'm listening to a book. And it also keeps your mind from wandering, which is a big thing for people that tend to have higher anxiety. So audiobooks are amazing. One of my favorite authors, Eckhart Tolle, and you guys have probably heard of him, he's pretty famous. Eckhart Tolle, Tolle, the last name. I don't know if I'm saying it right, to be honest with you. I call him Eckhart Tolle. But two of his really good books, Stillness Speaks and The Power of Now. And he does read those himself. And he has a very calming voice. So anything by him is excellent. Anything. But Stillness Speaks was one that helped me be calm. It's stillness. Stillness is lovely. And then The Power of Now. That also helps because we tend to like to go way over here when we should be right here. Other books that have helped me a lot. The Hilarious World of Depression. I know, oxymoron, right? It's not hilarious. But if you're anything like me, joking helps me heal. Humor has been a big part of just everything in my life. So if you can laugh at it, it helps. So The Hilarious World of Depression by John Moe. He also has a podcast. So that's a really great book. Also, Spirituality for Badasses. Yes, I did say that. Spirituality for Badasses. And that one is by J. Stewart Dixon. Fantastic book to listen to. They do a lot of, or he does a lot of imagery work. So again, it's about helping to keep the mind focused on something else other than what you're doing. All right, another one. It's by Mark Manson, and it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Another great book. So that's Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And then I've read this book multiple times. Sometimes you read books, you reread them, or listen, in my case, because they don't stick the first time. And the more you listen to them, the more it gets ingrained in you, and you do realize that, oh, I'm doing this. This is cool. So it's by Michael Singer. Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul. Excellent book. I've listened to it multiple times. So yeah, I highly recommend all those books, and I highly recommend all of the supplements that I mentioned. Sorry, they are all backwards. I don't make money doing this. I just want to help people. Because I don't want them to have a hard time, because I've watched so many people suffer, and I didn't suffer nearly as bad as what I thought, because I had an expectation of suffering because of other people that I saw going through what I knew I was going to go through. And that's why I say let stuff go and just do you and do your drops and have no expectation. Because if you have no expectation, it's like when you get a new medication and you read all of the side effects that could happen. Well, what happens when I read those is I have every fucking side effect, pardon my language, but I'll have those, I will have those reactions because I put it in my brain that I'm going to. So it's like one of those placebo things. If it gets put in your head, it's hard to shake it out. And these books help with releasing some of that. If you can release that, then you're just more free. You're just more free. I feel so much more free than I have in probably my entire life, of just free of stress, and it's not like stress isn't in my life. I just don't have a reaction to it anymore. I'm just like, I've been to hell. I've been through the benzo hell, so really nothing else can even top that. So everything else is just fucking cake. So you can look forward to that. Once you get to a certain point, you're like, this ain't fucking shit, and you're good, and you're gonna be good. And once you make it to the other side of that bullshit, and I'm not even all the way there, and to be honest with you, I'm not scared. I know I'll do fine. I'll do fine. I've done fine the entire time, so I'm gonna be fine, and you guys are gonna be fine. You're gonna be better than fine. You're gonna get through this, and you're gonna be stronger and more firm and everything, and it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So this was a very long video, but it did have a lot of important information, I think, and I hope it helps you. And so take your time watching it. Write down the supplements, look them up, read about them, and then make sure that they won't interact with anything that you're already taking. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if I forgot anything, or if you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I will definitely 100% get back to you. And God bless you on your reclaiming of your life and your brain and your body, and just share the love with others. All right, I love you guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. And remember, faith over fear.